Hey, I'm Brandon Hollis, and this is the Dirt Church Devotional. You know, I've been doing a lot of traveling for the last year and a half, something like that, putting a lot of miles on the car and doing a lot of flying. And I've discovered that it's possible to kind of lose focus. For example, about a little over a year ago, I was gone. I had spent some time in Denver, had been away from home for about a week, and it was time to go home. So I had my ticket. Actually, I had it on my phone because, I'm trying to be tech savvy and stuff. And anyway, I go to the airport. Denver airport's a pretty big one if you've never been there. And I go through all the TSA and everything's going good. And I'm keeping an eye on the time and I'm doing all right. Well, my flight home to Portland was at the furthest gate out. So I had to get on the tram and I ride the tram past A terminal, past B terminal. I go all the way out to C terminal. It's the furthest one out there. And the time is ticking down, as you would imagine. And I get all the way out to the terminal, and I look for my gate, and I get all the way out to the gate. And on my phone, it's telling me that my flight to Portland is on time and that it's at such and such a gate. Well, I get out to that gate, and there's no flight going to Portland. The flight number is different. In fact, the entire airline is different. And I'm confused. I'm looking at my phone and it says everything's good. And I'm looking at the gate and it says everything's not good. So I asked the person at the gate, I said, hey, what's going on? I'm trying to get on this flight. And they said, well, what airlines? And I told them, they said, well, that airline doesn't fly out of this terminal. I said, what? They said, no, that airline flies out of Terminal A, which, by the way, is completely on the other side of the airport. So you got to be kidding me. I've got a ticket and I look at it. Well, yes, I had a ticket to go to Portland, and yes, it was on time. What I forgot about was I had a connecting flight in Salt Lake City. You see, I got so focused on my final destination, I got so focused on getting home that I was getting ready to miss my connection. The very same thing is true spiritually. We can get so focused on our final destination. We can be so focused on getting to heaven and making it to heaven. So focused maybe on just not going to hell that we completely miss connections here on the journey. Jesus said that he came to give us life and give it to us in the full. And I don't believe that he meant simply at the end of this life, that he meant simply in heaven. But I believe that he intended for us to enjoy life here. He intended for us to enjoy the journey. Like I said, sometimes we get so focused on the final destination that we miss the connections. Let me challenge you today as you're going throughout your day. Oh yes, keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on that final destination, but don't get so focused on the final destination that you miss the connections here. Look around, make the connections. Maybe you can help somebody else get to that final destination. All right, you have a great day. I'll talk to you next time.